It's dark out there. It's cold. The world is silent, and inside the warmth of your sheets, it feels safe. It feels comfortable. And right now, in this split second between the dream and the reality, you are facing the single most defining conflict of your entire life. It's not a battle fought with guns or fists. It's not a war fought on a distant battlefield. It is a civil war happening right now inside your own head. There is a noise cutting through the silence. Maybe it's a buzz, maybe it's a melody, maybe it's a vibration on the nightstand. That noise is asking you a question. It is asking you, who are you going to be today? Do not hit that button. Do not drift back into the illusion. I know the gravity is heavy. I know the exhaustion feels like lead in your veins. I know that the logic of your brain is already starting to negotiate with you. It's whispering that seductive lie. Just 5 more minutes. You worked hard yesterday. You need the rest. You can start tomorrow. But I need you to understand something fundamental. Something that separates the elite from the obscure. The masters from the mediocre. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is the graveyard where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is where the weak store their potential. The moment you hit snooze, you are not just buying yourself 5 minutes of low-quality sleep. You are beginning your day with a defeat. You are looking at your first challenge of the day, a challenge you set for yourself the night before, and you are surrendering. You are telling your subconscious mind that your comfort is more important than your conviction. You are signaling to the universe that your temporary feelings matter more than your future. And that signal, it echoes, it reverberates through the rest of your day. If you cannot win the battle against a piece of plastic on your nightstand, how do you expect to win the battle against a market that doesn't care about you? How do you expect to win against the adversity that is waiting for you outside that door? How can you lead a family, build a business, or craft a legacy if you cannot even lead yourself out of bed? Wake up. This isn't about sleep. This has never been about sleep. This is about volition. The neurobiology of your brain is wired for survival, not for success. It is designed to conserve energy, to keep you safe, to keep you warm, to keep you in the cave. That friction you feel, that heaviness, that is your ancient brain trying to protect you from the unknown. But you are not a caveman anymore. You are an architect of the future. And architects do not build by accident. They build by design. There is a window, a tiny fragile window of opportunity. Science tells us that when the impulse to act strikes, you have about 5 seconds before your mind kills it. 5 seconds before the doubt creeps in. 5 seconds before the excuses pile up like a brick wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Throw the covers off. Let the cold air hit your skin. Let it shock you. That shock is the feeling of being alive. You see, most people sleepwalk through their entire lives. They wake up by accident. They react to the world. They check their phones before they even check in with their own souls. They let the emails, the news, the chaos of other people's agendas dictate their state of mind. They are playing defense from the second they open their eyes. But you are here because you want to play offense. The morning is the rudder of the day. If you grab the wheel in these first quiet hours, you steer the ship. If you let go, the current takes you wherever it wants, usually onto the rocks. Think about the why. Why are you doing this? If your why is weak, you will stay in bed. If your why is just to pay the bills or just to get by, the pillow will always win. The pillow is soft, but your reality is hard. You need a why that screams louder than your fatigue. I want you to think about the version of you that is waiting in the future. The version of you that is physically peak, financially free, emotionally resilient, and spiritually grounded. That version of you is watching you right now. That future self is begging you to get up because that future self is built only in the fires of the present moment. They are built in the discipline of doing what you don't feel like doing. There is a concept called the morning mirror. Imagine standing in front of it. Who is staring back? Is it the person who kept their promise? Or is it the person who betrayed themselves for a little bit of comfort? Self-esteem isn't given, it is earned. You earn it by stacking evidence. Every time you get up, when you want to stay down, you are stacking evidence that you are a warrior. Every time you lace up your shoes when it's raining, you are proving to yourself that you are not made of glass. You are forging a new identity. And let's be honest about the pain. Yes, it hurts. It hurts to leave the warmth. It hurts to push your body when it's stiff. It hurts to sit in silence when your mind is racing. Good. Embrace the suck. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You are going to carry one of those loads today. Which one will it be? When you stay in bed, you are choosing the easy path. But the easy path leads to a hard life. It leads to mediocrity. It leads to looking back at 65, 75, 85 years old and wondering, what if? What if I had gotten up? What if I had written that book? What if I had trained for that marathon? What if I had built that company? Don't let your life be a museum of what ifs. Let it be a gallery of I dids. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, the most powerful man on earth, struggled to get out of bed. He wrote in his journals, writings meant only for his eyes. Arguing with himself, he asked, for what was I created? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? He realized that he had to go to work as a human being. He had a nature to fulfill. And so do you. You were not placed on this earth to be a passive consumer of oxygen. You were not created to scroll through social media for 45 minutes before you even brush your teeth, comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You were created to create, to produce, to impact, to serve, to love, to fight. And that work begins in the dark. It begins in the solitude. There is a magic in the 4 a.m., the 5 a.m., the 6 a.m. hour that you cannot find anywhere else. The world is asleep. The energy is calm. There are no demands on your time yet. This is your sanctuary. This is the only time of day where you can be purely selfish in order to become selfless. This is where you sharpen the sword. You need to understand that your willpower is like a battery. It is highest in the morning. As the day goes on, decision fatigue sets in. The world chips away at you. If you leave your most important work, the work on yourself, for the end of the day, you are giving your dreams your leftovers. Do not give your dreams your scraps. Give them your best. When you rise early, you are claiming a psychological edge over the rest of the world. While they are dreaming, you are doing. While they are hitting snooze, you are hitting your goals. By the time they are stumbling into the kitchen, wiping the sleep from their eyes, you have already read 10 pages. You have already moved your body. You have already planned your empire. You are lapping them before the race has even started. And that creates momentum. Physics tells us that objects in motion stay in motion. If you start your day with a win, even a small one, like making your bed, like drinking a glass of water, like doing 10 push-ups, you set a chain reaction in motion. Success is not a destination. Success is a habit. It is a sequence of small, correct choices compounded over time. But you have to break the inertia. You have to realize that no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to pull the covers off. No one is coming to pour the coffee and hand you your motivation. Motivation is a myth. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fickle. They come and go like the wind. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Discipline is doing it when you don't feel like it. Discipline is loving the grind more than the result. Discipline is remembering what you want most over what you want now. Stop waiting to feel like it. You are never going to feel like waking up early. It is never going to feel natural to reject comfort. You have to command your body. You have to treat your body like a machine that you operate, not a master that you serve. Your mind will scream. It will tell you that you are tired. It will tell you that you deserve a break. You must become the watcher of those thoughts, not the believer of them. Hear the voice, acknowledge the voice, and then defy the voice. There is a power in that defiance. When you defy your own excuses, you unlock a reservoir of strength you didn't know you had. You start to realize, if I can conquer the morning, I can conquer the presentation, I can conquer the sales call, I can conquer the difficult conversation. It builds callousness on your mind. David Goggins talks about callousing the mind. Just like your hands get rough from lifting heavy weights, your mind gets tough from lifting heavy expectations. And the heaviest weight you will ever lift is your own body weight out of bed when your soul feels heavy. But listen to me closely. This isn't just about grinding. This isn't just about getting after it. This is about reverence for life. Every morning you wake up, you are receiving a gift that millions of people did not receive today. Millions of people closed their eyes last night and did not open them this morning. Their time is up. Their story is finished. Their dash between the birth date and the death date is complete. But you are still here. You have breath in your lungs. You have a heart beating in your chest. A rhythm of life that you did not earn, that you did not pay for. It is a gift. To waste it, to sleep through it, to hit snooze on it, that is the ultimate disrespect. So when that alarm goes off, I want you to see it differently. Don't hear it as a nuisance. Hear it as an invitation. Hear it as life asking you, are you ready for another round? Take a deep breath. Inhale the possibility. Exhale the doubt. You have to set the tone. You have to prime the pump. You cannot expect to have high energy if you don't generate high energy. Energy isn't something you have. It's something you generate. You generate it through movement. You generate it through mindset. Think about the sun. The sun doesn't wait for permission to rise. It doesn't ask if the world is ready for its light. It just rises. It banishes the darkness simply by showing up. You are the sun of your own life. If you don't rise, your world stays dark. And I know the demons you are fighting. I know the anxiety that sits on your chest the moment consciousness returns. I know the to-do list that feels like a mountain. I know the failures of yesterday are trying to bleed into today. But yesterday is a ghost. It cannot touch you anymore. It only has the power you give it. Today is a fresh canvas. It is a new life. Every 24 hours is a reincarnation. You can be a completely different person today than you were yesterday. You can make different choices. You can eat different food. You can think different thoughts. You can take different actions, but it all starts with the first decision. That first decision is the domino that knocks down all the others. So what is your ritual? What is your protocol? You cannot trust your willpower in the morning fog. You need a system. You need a routine that is automatic, non-negotiable and sacred. Maybe it's the savers, silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. Maybe it's just drinking water and moving your body. It doesn't matter what the routine is, as long as it is intentional, as long as it is yours, as long as it puts you in the driver's seat. Stop checking your phone. Stop letting the world program you before you program yourself. When you look at that screen first thing in the morning, you are downloading fear. You are downloading comparison. You are downloading stress. You are letting 500 other people walk through your mind with their dirty feet. Protect your morning. Guard it with your life, because it is your life. This time is for you to connect with the source, to connect with your vision. Close your eyes for a moment. Even if you're awake, close them. Visualize the day going perfectly. See yourself handling the stress. See yourself smiling. See yourself winning. Neuroscience shows us that visualization prepares the brain for action. It lays down the neural pathways before the event even happens. When you visualize your morning victory, you have already lived it once. Now you just have to walk it out. And when you open your eyes, attack, not with anxiety, but with ferocity, with a calm, controlled aggression. The aggression of a lion that knows it is the king of the jungle. You have to get to a point where you are addicted to the feeling of progress, where the high of waking up early is better than the high of dreaming. Some of you are saying, I'm just not a morning person. That is a label you glued to your own forehead. It is a story you have told yourself so many times that you believe it is fact, but it is fiction. You are an adaptable biological machine. You can be whatever you decide to be. If you tell yourself you are tired, you will be tired. If you tell yourself you are unstoppable, you will be unstoppable. Your cells are eavesdropping on your thoughts. Your body follows the commands of the mind. So change the command. Instead of saying, I have to get up, say, I get to get up. Shift the preposition, shift the perspective. I get to chase my dreams. I get to work on my body. I get to see the sunrise. I get to live. Gratitude is the antidote to fear. You cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. It is physiologically impossible. So flood your system with gratitude the moment your feet hit the floor. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this bed. Thank you for this opportunity. And then do the hard thing first. Mark Twain said, if you have to eat a frog, do it first thing in the morning. If you have to eat 2 frogs, eat the biggest one first. Whatever that task is that you are dreading, the workout, the cold shower, the difficult email, do it now. Do it while the world is quiet. Do it while your willpower is fresh. Because once you do the hard thing, the rest of the day is easy. You walk around with a secret smile, knowing that you have already slain the dragon while everyone else is still looking for their sword. You walk with a different posture. You speak with a different cadence. You have the winner's effect coursing through your veins. Testosterone, dopamine, serotonin, the chemical cocktail of victory, but you have to trigger it. It doesn't happen by accident. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to be lonely, because the 5 a.m. club is not a crowded club, it's lonely at the top. But the view is spectacular. You will leave friends behind. You will leave habits behind. You will leave your old self behind. And that is scary. We are terrified of losing who we are, even if who we are is miserable. But you have to let the old you die so the new you can be born. And the morning is the delivery room. Every sunrise is a chance to reinvent. So I'm asking you again, when that alarm rings, what will you do? Will you negotiate? Will you crumble? Will you retreat into the false safety of the blankets? Or will you rise? Will you stand up and say to the universe, I am here. I am ready. I am in control. This is not about being perfect. You will miss days. You will stumble. You will have mornings where you fail. That's okay. Perfection is not the goal. Consistency is the goal. Resilience is the goal. If you miss a day, don't miss 2. Get back on the horse. But today you don't have to miss. Today is right here. The choice is right in front of you. It's staring you in the face. The clock is ticking. The seconds are passing. Life is passing. Don't let it pass you by while you are unconscious. Wake up to your potential. Wake up to your power. Wake up to your mission. There is a version of you that is capable of changing the world, but that version is asleep right now. You have to wake them up. You have to shake them. You have to challenge them. You have to drag them out of the comfort zone and into the growth zone. Because the comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Everything you want is on the other side of I don't feel like it. Everything you dream of is on the other side of that alarm clock. So make the deal with yourself. Right now, not tomorrow. Right now. Commit. I will not hit snooze. I will not drift. I will not settle. I will own my morning so I can own my life. The world is waiting for you. The real you, not the tired, excuses-making, procrastinating version of you. The powerful, focused, disciplined version of you. But they can't meet you if you stay in bed. Get up. The water is cold? Good. The gym is far? Good. The work is hard? Good. It means you are alive. It means you are in the game. Stop watching life from the sidelines. Stop watching other people live their dreams on a 6-inch screen while yours rot in the dark. This is your movie. You are the director. You are the lead actor. And the scene starts now. Action. But how? How do you actually do it when the rubber meets the road? When the motivation from this video fades, and it will fade, what do you have left? You need more than inspiration. You need a strategy. You need a battle plan. Because the enemy is cunning. Your brain is smart. It knows your weaknesses. It knows exactly what to whisper to get you to lay your head back down. So you have to be smarter. You have to outwit your own biology. Step one is the preparation. The battle for the morning is not won in the morning, it is won the night before. If you go to sleep without a plan, you wake up without a purpose. Lay out your clothes, write down your top 3 goals. Visualize the waking up process. When you set everything up, you remove the friction, you remove the decision making. You don't have to think, you just have to execute. You are building a runway for your future self to take off. Step 2 is the placement. Move the alarm. Put it across the room. Make yourself physically get out of bed to turn it off. Motion creates emotion. Once you are up, stay up. Never ever get back in. That bed is lava. That bed is the past. Step 3 is the light. Huberman teaches us that your eyes need photons. You need to signal your circadian clock that the day has begun. Get outside, get sunlight, or turn on the brightest lights you have. This isn't just about waking up. It's about setting a timer for your sleep tonight. You are anchoring your rhythm. Step 4 is the hydration. You are dehydrated. Your brain is shriveled. Drink water. Fuel the machine. And step 5, and this is the most important one, is the silence. Before the noise, find the silence. In that silence, you will find yourself. You will find God. You will find clarity. Most people are terrified of silence because that's when the truth comes out. But you are a warrior of the truth. Sit in it. Breathe in it. Let the panic subside. Let the anxiety dissolve. Center yourself. This is the foundation. And once you have the foundation, you can build the skyscraper. But you have to start with the first brick. And that first brick is opening your eyes. So I ask you one last time, as the darkness begins to fade, as the opportunity approaches, are you going to sleep through your greatness, or are you going to wake up and take what is yours? The choice is yours. The time is now. Get up. You are standing now. The feet are on the floor. The bed is behind you, a conquered vessel in a sea of sheets. But do not mistake this for victory. This is not the win. This is merely the entry fee. You have simply paid the admission price to enter the arena of your own life. The real work, the dark work, the work that actually shifts the tectonic plates of your destiny, that hasn't even started yet. Now you stand in the silence of your home. Listen to it. That low hum of the refrigerator, the settling of the floorboards, the absolute absence of chaos. This is the golden hour. This is the only time of day where you are not a reaction to someone else's action. Right now, you are the cause. You are the origin point. Most people think the morning routine is about wellness. They think it's about matcha teas and yoga poses for Instagram. That is soft. That is recreational. For you, this is warfare. You are entering the lab. This is the time where you strip away the weakness that accumulated yesterday. You need to understand that stress, doubt, and fear are like plaque. They build up on your psyche while you sleep. You don't just wake up clean. You have to scrub it off. You have to burn it off. And the only fuel that burns hot enough to destroy doubt is action. Move your body. I don't care if you don't feel like it. I don't care if your muscles are screaming. In fact, if they are screaming, good. It means you are exercising the demons of comfort. You need to induce a state of physiological arousal immediately. You cannot think your way into high performance. You have to act your way into it. Dr. Andrew Huberman talks about forward ambulation, the literal act of moving forward in space. It suppresses the fear circuits in the amygdala. When you run, when you lift, when you push against gravity, you are sending a biochemical signal to your brain that says, we are not prey, we are the predator. So hit the pavement, hit the iron, let the sweat drip into your eyes until it stings. That sting is a reminder that you are real, that you are here, that you are willing to pay a physical tax for a mental reward. Robin Sharma calls this the victory hour, specifically the 20-20-20 rule. But let's strip the fancy title away. It is about sweat, reflection, and growth. You spend the first 20 minutes sweating because it releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It repairs your brain cells. It accelerates your learning. You are literally growing a better brain while your competition is still drooling on their pillows. Do not skip this. If you try to engage your mind before you engage your body, you are trying to drive a Ferrari in first gear. You will stall. Get the blood moving. Feel the heart pounding against your rib cage like a trapped bird. That rhythm is the drumbeat of war. It is setting the tempo for everything that follows. If you are sluggish now, you will be sluggish in the meeting. If you are weak now, you will be weak in the negotiation. If you quit on the last rep now, you will quit when the business gets hard. How you do anything is how you do everything. Once the body is awake, you must wake the spirit. This is where the silence becomes your weapon. Find a chair, sit, and do the hardest thing a human being can do in the 21st century. Be still. Stop looking for the distraction. Stop reaching for the dopamine hit. Just sit. In this silence, you are building the fortress. The Stoics, Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, they didn't practice philosophy in a classroom. They practiced it in the quiet moments before the chaos of Rome swallowed them whole. They visualized the storms before they happened. This is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. I want you to close your eyes and look at the day ahead. Don't just fantasize about the wins. I want you to see the problems, see the traffic, see the rude client, see the computer crashing, see the deal falling through, see it. Feel the frustration rising in your chest. And then, in your mind's eye, see yourself handling it. See yourself remaining calm. See yourself responding with the icy precision of a surgeon. You are rehearsing your reaction. You are preloading your discipline. So when the chaos actually hits at 2 p.m., you don't panic. You smile. You smile because you have already lived this moment. You have already survived it. In the sanctuary of the morning, you are not surprised. You are prepared. This is what separates the elite from the amateur. The amateur hopes for a good day. The elite constructs a good day. Now, the pivot. The body is primed. The mind is armored. Now comes the execution. The clock is ticking. You are approaching the time when the world wakes up. The emails will start flying. The phone will start buzzing. The demands will start pouring in like a flood. You must build the dam before the flood arrives. You need to engage in what Cal Newport calls deep work. This is the holy grail of productivity. It is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. Pick the one thing, the frog, the ugly, heavy, difficult thing that you have been procrastinating on for 3 weeks. The thing that, if you finished it, would actually move the needle. Not the busy work, not the checking in, not the organizing of folders. That is procrastination disguised as productivity. I'm talking about the creative work, the strategic work, the writing, the building. Lock the door, put the phone in another room, turn off the Wi-Fi if you have to. You have to understand that your attention is the most valuable currency on earth. Trillion-dollar companies are spending billions of dollars every single year to hack your psychology and steal your attention. They have algorithms designed by the smartest engineers in Silicon Valley to keep you scrolling, to keep you clicking, to keep you watching. They are mining your life for data. When you sit down to do your deep work, you are declaring war on them. You are saying, my mind is mine, my focus is mine, my future is mine. And this is where the grind gets real, because 5 minutes in, you will want to stop. You will feel the itch. The boredom will set in. Your brain, addicted to the quick hits of social media, will start to throw a tantrum like a toddler. It will scream for stimulation. Let it scream. This is the barrier. This is the pain period. Most people hit this wall and they bounce off. They open a new tab, they check the news, they go get a snack, they break the tension. But you sit in the tension. You hold the line. You have to learn to love the boredom. You have to learn to fall in love with the monotony of mastery. The greatest athletes, the greatest musicians, the greatest CEOs, they didn't get there by doing exciting things every day. They got there by doing the same boring, repetitive, fundamental drills thousands of times when no one was watching. It's the woodpecker effect. Tap, tap, tap. Doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like progress, but you are chipping away at the marble. You are revealing the masterpiece underneath. Eric Thomas says, I can, I will, I must. Apply that to this hour. I can focus, I will focus, I must focus. Because if you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs. That is the brutal truth of capitalism. You are either the architect or the bricklayer. And the decision is made right here in these early morning hours of isolation. Write the page, code the program, design the blueprint. Do not judge the work. Just do the work. Perfectionism is just fear in a tuxedo. It's fear trying to look fancy. Oh, I just have high standards. No, you don't. You are scared. You are scared that it won't be good enough. You are scared of judgment. So you analyze, you plan, you research, you do everything except the work. Stop thinking, start doing. Mel Robbins gave us the 5-second rule, and it applies here too. When you feel the urge to stop, when you feel the urge to check the phone, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, re-engage. Force your eyes back to the screen. Force your hand back to the pen. Discipline is not a personality trait. It is a muscle. And right now, you are in the gym. Every time you bring your focus back, you are doing a rep. You are getting stronger. You are coalescing your mind against distraction. And listen, this isn't supposed to feel good in the moment. We live in a society that worships feelings. If it feels good, do it. Follow your bliss. That is a recipe for disaster. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never build anything of value. You have to divorce your actions from your feelings. You have to treat your feelings like a child in the back seat of the car. They can make noise, they can cry, they can ask, are we there yet? But they do not get to touch the steering wheel. You are the driver. Your principles are the map. Your discipline is the engine. You drive through the fog. You drive through the fatigue. Think about the compound effect. The choices you are making in this quiet morning seem small. Reading 10 pages? Small. Doing 50 push-ups? Small. Writing 500 words? Small. But multiply that by 365, multiply that by 10 years, you become a force of nature. You are planting seeds that will grow into forests. But you have to have the patience to water them every single day, even when you don't see a sprout. This is the faith of the farmer. The farmer doesn't dig up the seed every morning to see if it's growing. He trusts the process. Trust the process. The process is the unsexy, unglamorous, untelevised reality of grinding. It's the dark room. It's the lonely track. It's the empty office. And in that emptiness, you find out who you really are. Goggins talks about the accountability mirror. Imagine looking into it right now. Not at your face, but at your soul. Are you lying to yourself? Are you telling yourself you're working hard, but really you're just busy? Are you telling yourself you're doing your best, but you know you left 40% in the tank? You can lie to your boss, you can lie to your spouse, you can lie to your friends on social media, but you cannot lie to the mirror. The mirror knows. The mirror knows if you hit snooze. The mirror knows if you cut the rep short. The mirror knows if you scrolled Instagram instead of reading the report. Clean the mirror. Wipe away the lies. Stand naked before your own ambition and demand more. I am not where I want to be. Say it. Own it. I am not who I am capable of being. That hurts. It should hurt. That pain is the growing pain of potential trying to burst out of your chest. Use that pain. Transmute it. Napoleon Hill talks about the transmutation of energy. Take that frustration, take that anger, take that fear, and channel it into the work. Don't vent it. Don't complain about it. Use it. Make the keyboard rattle with your intensity. Make the weights clang with your aggression. You are forging a new identity. Identity is not what you say. Identity is what you do repeatedly. You are building a stack of proof. When you wake up early, you prove to yourself you are disciplined. When you work out, you prove to yourself you are strong. When you do the deep work, you prove to yourself you are focused. And eventually you don't have to try to be successful. You just are successful. It becomes your default setting. But you have to override the old default. The old default is lazy. The old default is fearful. The old default wants to be safe. You are killing the old you. And death is violent. Change is violent. You are tearing down the old structures of your life to build a skyscraper. There will be dust. There will be noise. There will be resistance. Your friends might not get it. They'll ask why you're so intense. They'll ask why you can't just chill. They'll say you're obsessed. Good. Be obsessed. Obsessed is the word the lazy use to describe the dedicated. Be addicted to the climb. And as you push through this morning block, as you crush that first major task, you will feel a shift. The sun is starting to come up now. The light is changing. You can hear the world starting to stir outside your window. The cars are starting to drive. The neighbors are waking up, but it's too late for them to catch you. You are already miles ahead while they are searching for their coffee. You have already completed a day's work while they are reacting to the news. You have already made history. You have secured the perimeter. You have fortified the castle. Now, you walk into the day not as a victim, but as a victor. You carry a secret weapon with you. The knowledge that you have already won the hardest battle of the day. You conquered yourself. And a man who can conquer himself can conquer anything. But listen to me, the morning is fragile. You can win the first hour and lose the second. You can have a perfect routine and then let a single phone call derail your emotional state. You need compartmentalization. You need to seal off your morning victory and carry that energy, not the ego, into the next phase. You need to transition from the monk mode to the warrior mode. The morning was for you, the day is for the world. Now you have to go out there and execute in the chaos. You have to take this clarity, this power, this focus, and bring it into the meeting room. Bring it into the marketplace. Don't let the world dull your blade. You sharpened it for a reason. Now use it. Cut through the noise. Cut through the excuses. Cut through the mediocrity. You are a lion walking among sheep. But remember, the lion does not roar for no reason. The lion is calm. The lion is confident. The lion knows what he is capable of. Walk with that quiet confidence. You don't need to tell everyone you woke up at 4 a.m. You don't need to post it. Let your results speak. Let your aura speak. People will wonder, why is he so calm? Why is she so sharp? How do they get so much done? They won't see the dark hours. They won't see the cold showers. They won't see the struggle. They will only see the glory. But you will know the story. You will know that the glory was born in the grind. You will know that the public victory was forged in the private defeat of your own laziness. So as you step out of the lab and into the light, check your state. Are your shoulders back? Is your head high? Is your breathing deep? You are not the same person who went to sleep last night. You are upgraded. You are optimized. You are dangerous. But here is the trap. Here is where the elite falter. Consistency. It is easy to do this once. Anyone can wake up early one day. Anyone can have one great morning. Novelty is a powerful drug. It feels exciting to try a new routine. But what happens on day 14? What happens on day 45? What happens in February when it's dark and raining and the new year, new me energy has faded into the gray reality of a Tuesday? That is the valley of death. That is where dreams go to die of suffocation. When the excitement fades and all that is left is the work. When the motivation is gone, Jocko Willink says, discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. You have to learn how to keep the fire burning when there is no kindling. You have to learn how to burn the furniture if you have to. You have to become a machine of consistency. Amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they can't get it wrong. You need to automate excellence. It cannot be a decision anymore. Decision fatigue will kill you. If you have to decide to wake up every morning, eventually you will decide not to. It has to be who you are. I am the kind of person who wakes up. I am the kind of person who trains. I am the kind of person who executes. It must be woven into your DNA. There is a concept called the 66-day rule. Science suggests it takes about 66 days to install a new habit to the point of automaticity. The first 22 days are destruction. You are destroying the old you. It is painful. It is messy. You will want to quit every single day. The second 22 days are installation. You are laying the new neural pathways. It is confusing. It feels unnatural. The last 22 days are integration. It starts to click. It starts to feel normal. And then, one day, you wake up before the alarm, your eyes open, and you don't feel dread. You feel ready. You feel a pull, a magnetic pull towards your purpose. That is the moment of transcendence. That is when the discipline turns into freedom. But you are not there yet. You are in the trenches. You are in the mud. And you have to love the mud. You have to look at the difficulty and say, thank you. Thank you for the resistance, because it is making me stronger. Thank you for the exhaustion, because it means I am using my life. Thank you for the darkness, because it makes the light so much brighter. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee said, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. But I will take it a step further. Do not just endure it, attack it, dominate it. There is a level of performance where you stop competing with others and you start competing with your potential. And your potential is infinite. You have no idea how much you can do. You have no idea how much you can handle. You are operating at 40% capacity. David Goggins calls it the 40% rule. When your mind tells you you're done, you're only 40% done. You have reserves of energy, of focus, of power that you have never even tapped into because you have never pushed yourself past the point of comfort. The morning is the place where you access the reserves. It is the place where you break the governor on your engine. So push until you find the limit, and then push past it. Find out what is on the other side of I can't. Because on the other side of I can't is the new you. The you that doesn't need an alarm clock. The you that doesn't need a pep talk. The you that doesn't need validation. The you that just gets it done. Period. No excuses, no explanations, just execution. And as you build this stack of days, day after day, week after week, something shifts in the universe around you. The world starts to get out of your way. People start to move aside. Opportunities start to present themselves. Because the world respects focus. The world respects intensity. When you are that locked in, when you are that committed, reality itself begins to bend to your will. But it starts with the micro. The micro win, the alarm, the feet, the water, the sweat, the pen, the work. Stack them up, brick by brick. You are building a cathedral. Do not look at the top of the spire. Look at the brick in your hand. Lay it perfectly. Then grab the next one. Lay it perfectly. That is the secret. There is no magic pill. There is no quantum leap. There is just the relentless, ruthless, obsessive application of daily discipline. It is boring, it is painful, it is lonely, and it is the only way. So, the question remains, now that you are up, now that you are moving, can you keep it up? Can you do it again tomorrow? And the day after that? And the day after that? Can you fall in love with the boredom? Can you marry the process? Because the honeymoon phase is over. Now, we work. And now, we look at the horizon. Because this isn't just about one morning. If you think this is just about waking up at 5 a.m. to check a box, you have missed the point entirely. This is about the accumulation of a lifetime. Imagine for a second that you are building a house. Every single morning that you wake up and win the battle against the pillow, you are laying a brick, one brick. By itself, a brick is nothing. It is small. It is insignificant. You can kick it aside, but you do it again the next day, and the next, and the next, day after day, month after month, year after year. Suddenly, you step back and you realize you haven't just stacked bricks. You have built a fortress. You have built a cathedral. You have built a life that stands so tall and so strong that the winds of chaos cannot blow it down. That is what we are doing here. We are engineering a masterpiece. And masterpieces take time, they take patience, and they take a relentless, almost psychotic commitment to the details that no one else sees. You see, the world celebrates the public victory. They celebrate the championship ring. They celebrate the IPO. They celebrate the bestseller list. They see the lightning strike, and they call it luck. They call it talent. They don't see the thousands of mornings that generated the static electricity to create that lightning. They didn't see you in the dark. They didn't see you when you were sick. They didn't see you when your heart was broken and you still got up. They didn't see you when you had every valid excuse in the book to quit and you whispered to yourself, "Not today." But you saw it, and that is where the real reward lives. The reward isn't the money. The reward isn't the fame. The reward is who you become in the process of chasing it. You become a person of substance, a person of weight. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts, not because you are loud, but because you are solid. People can sense the discipline radiating off you like heat. They can sense that you have conquered demons they are still running from. You become the anchor. And this is where the conversation shifts from you to them, because eventually this stops being about your goals. It stops being about your abs or your bank account. It becomes about your legacy. There are people watching you. Maybe it's your children. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's your team. Maybe it's a stranger on the internet who needs to know that it is possible to change. They are watching to see what you do when things get hard. They are watching to see if you walk your talk. If you sleep in, if you hit snooze, if you succumb to mediocrity, you are giving them permission to do the same. You are teaching your children that comfort is the highest value. You are teaching your team that standards are negotiable. But if you rise when it's cold, if you rise when it's dark, you become a lighthouse. You show them that we are not slaves to our impulses. You show them that a human being can decide a course of action and hold to it, regardless of how they feel. You give them the greatest gift a leader can give, the example. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Show me who you are. Your life is a sermon. You are preaching it every morning when that alarm goes off. What is the title of your sermon? Is it The Ease of Surrender, or is it The Triumph of the Will? We are talking about legacy here. There is a concept in the ancient texts, memento mori. Remember that you must die. It sounds morbid, but it is the most life-affirming truth you will ever hear. Your time here is not infinite. It is a candle that is burning down every single second. The wax is melting. The wick is getting shorter. You do not have forever to become the person you were meant to be. You have now. Someday, the sun will rise on your last day. You won't know it's your last day. It will look like a normal Tuesday. The alarm will go off, and that will be it. The final opportunity, when you reach the end, when you are lying on your deathbed, and you look back at the movie of your life. What do you want to see? Do you want to see a movie about a person who was always going to do it? A person who had potential but chose comfort? A person who lived in the safety of the harbor and never sailed the open ocean? The graveyard is the richest place on the planet. In the graveyard, there are books that were never written. There are songs that were never sung. There are businesses that were never started. There are inventions that were never built. There is love that was never expressed. All because someone was too scared. All because someone was too tired. All because someone hit snooze. Do not add to the wealth of the graveyard. Die empty. Squeeze every ounce of potential out of your soul before you go. Leave nothing on the table. When you take your last breath, you should be exhausted. You should be used up. You should be able to say, I gave it everything. I didn't hide. I didn't sleep through my life. I was awake. This is the standard. This is the level of intensity you need to bring to your mornings. It's not about productivity hacks. It's about reverence for the miracle of your existence. You beat the odds just to be born. The mathematical probability of you existing exactly as you are right now is effectively zero. You are a statistical impossibility. You are a walking miracle of biology and stardust. And you are going to waste that miracle scrolling through social media. You are going to waste that miracle lying in bed because you're not a morning person. How dare you? How dare you settle for less when you were built for more? There is a version of you, a supreme version of you, that is waiting to be unlocked. I want you to visualize that person right now. See them. See the way they walk. Head high, eyes focused, not arrogant, but undeniable. See the way they handle problems. They don't break, they adapt. See the life they have built, the freedom, the impact, the joy. That person is not a stranger. That person is you. It is you without the excuses. It is you without the fear. It is you without the laziness. That person is trapped inside the marble of your current habits. And the only way to set them free is to chip away the excess. Every morning you wake up is a swing of the hammer. Every workout is a swing of the hammer. Every page you read is a swing of the hammer. Chip away the weakness, chip away the doubt, chip away the old identity, reveal the masterpiece. You have to believe that you are worth the effort. Most people don't try because deep down, they don't think they deserve it. They think greatness is for other people. They think success is for the lucky ones. Stop that tape playing in your head. Greatness is not a gene. It is not a birthright. It is a decision. It is a decision you make every single day. You don't own success. You rent it. And the rent is due every damn morning. So are you going to pay the rent? Or are you going to get evicted from your own potential? The world is changing fast. It is getting harder. It is getting more competitive. The weak are getting crushed. The distracted are getting eaten alive. The future belongs to the focused. The future belongs to the disciplined. The future belongs to the ones who are awake while the rest of the world is dreaming. You have the blueprint now. You know the strategy. You know that the night before dictates the morning after. You know that the 5-second rule breaks the paralysis. You know that the sweat primes the brain. You know that the silence anchors the soul. You know that the deep work moves the needle. You have the tools. Now you need the guts. You need the guts to be different. You need the guts to be lonely. You need the guts to be misunderstood. Because when you start operating at this level, people will not understand you. They will try to pull you back down to their level. They will say, why are you working so hard? Why can't you just relax? Forgive them. They are sleepwalking. They cannot see what you see. Don't lower your standards to fit in. Raise your standards and force the world to catch up. Be the anomaly. Be the one who sets the pace. And listen, there will be days when you fail. There will be days when the darkness wins. There will be days when you feel like a fraud. That is part of the journey. Forgive yourself, but do not excuse yourself. There is a difference. Forgiveness says, I messed up, but I am still worthy. Excuses say, I messed up, and it's not my fault. It is your fault, and that is good news. Because if it's your fault, it means you have the power to fix it. Get back up. The measure of a champion is not that they never fall. It is that they bounce back faster than anyone else. If you miss a morning, you don't spiral, you don't quit, you reset. You attack the next morning with double the ferocity. You treat every sunrise as a clean slate, a fresh start, a redemption. The sun is the ultimate symbol of resilience. It rises every single day. It doesn't matter if it was stormy yesterday. It doesn't matter if there was a hurricane. The sun comes back. You must be the sun, relentless, consistent, bright, burning away the fog of mediocrity. So here we are. We are at the end of the speech, but we are at the beginning of your life. The next few hours, the next few days will determine everything. You can close this video, feel inspired for 10 minutes, and then go back to your old life. You can go back to the snooze button. You can go back to the scrolling. You can go back to the feeling of regret that sits in your stomach like a stone. Or you can draw a line in the sand. You can say, that life ends today. You can decide that the person you were yesterday is dead and the person you are becoming is alive. You can set the alarm. You can put it across the room. You can lay out your clothes. You can write down your goals. You can prepare for war, because tomorrow morning the enemy is coming. The enemy of lethargy. The enemy of comfort. the enemy of average. It will be waiting for you at your bedside. It will whisper to you. It will try to seduce you back into the sleep. But this time, you will be ready. This time, you will have the sword in your hand. This time, you will know that the pain of waking up is nothing compared to the pain of regret. This time, you will look at that alarm clock not as a nuisance, but as a starting gun. The race is on, and you are running for your life. You are running for your family. You are running for your soul. Don't look back. There is nothing back there for you. Look forward. Look at the light. Look at the person you are becoming. They are smiling at you. They are proud of you, but you have to get to them. You have to bridge the gap. And the bridge is built in the morning. So I leave you with this challenge. Not a request, a challenge. Prove it. Prove to yourself that you are not just talk. Prove to yourself that you are not just a dreamer. Prove to yourself that you are a doer. Tonight, you commit. Tomorrow, you execute. The world is sleeping. The opportunity is yours. The greatness is waiting. The alarm is set. Your destiny is calling. Don't let it go to voicemail. Wake up.
If you scroll past today, you might just miss out on something epic. Hit that follow button now. Stay connected, because the next video could be the one that sparks your curiosity.